Well, let's go to David Smith in Washington. He's a journalist with the Guardian newspaper. David, we're expecting a Pentagon briefing at some point, but I know there's been a statement from the Pentagon a short while ago. What are you able to tell us?
Yes, the Pentagon confirming that two explosions happened, one at the gate of the airport and one at a nearby hotel where Afghans have been gathering before these evacuation flights, and certainly confirming multiple casualties. We don't know much more in terms of how many deaths, how many injured, but as you say, reports from the ground talking about many casualties, people being taken to hospital, certainly some fatalities. Tragically involving children, but we await further details from the Pentagon, which, like other sources at the White House and the State Department, had been warning for several days about the very fragile security situation in Kabul. Specific warnings of threats from this group, ISIS-K, which is the Islamic State group branch, if you like, in Afghanistan. There had been warnings for American and Australian and other citizens, British citizens, not to go to the airport because of that. And very sadly, it does appear those warnings have borne fruit.
Do we have any sense at this point as to whether these explosions will have an impact on the evacuations? There was already that firm deadline of August the 31st, but perhaps it may be now that that deadline will be brought even closer and it may be harder to evacuate those stuck who aren't at the airport.
Yeah, I think there's a significant risk of that. This clearly, in the immediate short term, disrupts those evacuation flights, and it just underlines now how dangerous it is for anyone to get through checkpoints and get to that airport. Joe Biden, the US president, understood to be in the Situation Room following this. He was adamant, of course, that the deadline must be the 31st of August. As you say, I think there's potential now for that to come even closer. They may just draw a line and say, look, this has reached a point now where it is too hazardous for anyone to get through. This is also a blow to the Taliban. They had reached that sort of agreement with the United States to provide security to allow at least foreign nationals through. As Joe Biden has been saying, the Taliban are sworn enemies of ISIS-K, if it is indeed them responsible. So this is a setback to the Taliban's own assurances of security, and really a great danger now of the situation. They're going into a downward spiral. It's already so perilous with this great throng of humanity, these thousands of people gathering at the airport or near the airport, obviously a ripe target for terrorist attacks and suicide bombers, and hard to see what will happen now. It's difficult just to get back to what was happening a day ago.
All right, David Smith for us there in Washington. Thanks very much indeed for your reporting, and we're just